Yo, what's up guys? I just created this 3D explainer style video.
That itchy bump might still have a piece of the tick left behind. Here's why. If you pull a tick out too quickly, the head can break off and stay under your skin. The area becomes inflamed as your body fights it off. Pressure builds up
and it only took me around 30 minutes to make. In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can create these high quality 3D explainer shorts as a complete beginner. You have probably seen channels like this on YouTube. They create these really cool 3D explainer style videos, and as you can see, the videos are getting millions of views. On some days, the creator of this channel uploads around 10 videos. Let's say each video gets an average of 1 million views. That's 10 million views in a single day, which adds up to 300 million views in a month. That number is just crazy. Also, a lot of people ask me if this kind of content is monetizable. And yes, it is. I myself have channels in this kind of AI niche that are monetized. This is high quality content, so in 99% of cases you will be fine. If we check out the videos, they are basically super engaging visually. Mainly these 3D animated scenes are super satisfying to watch. With the added sound effects, it's just perfect. That is why these videos get so many views. Most people think videos like this are extremely difficult to create because it looks like you would need highly professional editing and advanced 3D animation skills. But in today's video, I'm going to show you a much easier method that allows you to create videos in this exact style with the help of AI. Even if you're a complete beginner with no animation experience, you can start creating videos in this niche right away. So let's get straight into it. The first thing you want to do is open Higgsfield AI. Create an account and sign up. The entire process only takes around 30 seconds. Once you're inside Higgsfield, head over to the MCP section. Select Claude and copy the connector link shown here. Then open Claude, click on Customize, go to Connectors and select Add Custom Connector. Paste in the link, name the connector Higgsfield, click Add and connect it. And just like that, you have connected Higgsfield to Claude. If you now click on the plus icon inside Claude, you can see that Higgsfield is active and ready to use. Claude can now generate all of the visuals and video clips for us directly through the Higgsfield MCP. To make the entire process as simple as possible, I created a master prompt that handles almost everything for you. I will leave the link to that prompt in the description. All you need to do is copy the master prompt, paste it into Claude, and then upload a few reference images that show the visual style you want to create. I'm going to use a few examples from the original channel so Claude understands the type of 3D render style, camera angles, characters, lighting, and overall visual quality we are trying to achieve. Once you have added the reference images, press enter and let Claude start working. As you can see, Claude has understood the visual style from the reference images. It recognizes that we want to create a clean, high-quality 3D explainer video. For today's example, Claude came up with the idea, what happens when you remove a tick the wrong way? I think this is a really strong idea, very creative. Claude also generated the hook. It then created a 5-scene plan for the entire video and started generating the first reference image using Nano Banana Pro. The first scene shows someone removing a tick from the leg. Claude is now asking whether the image looks good and if it should continue. I think the image looks great, so I'm simply going to tell Claude to continue and create the video for this image. As you can see, Claude is using the Higgsfield MCP connection to generate the clip. It automatically selected Kling 3.0 as the video model and is now turning the reference image into an animated scene. Let's check out the result. This is the first clip for scene number 1 and I think it looks really good. We can definitely use this in the final video. So let's continue with the next scene. Claude is now generating the second reference image. This image uses a different camera angle and shows what happens when the tick is removed too quickly and part of it remains under the skin. I'm going to tell Claude to create the video from this image, and once again it automatically selects Higgsfield through the MCP connection and starts generating the clip. Let's check out the result. Yeah, that actually looks extremely good, much better than I expected. We first get a close zoom to what the tick, then it gets pulled away and part of it remains stuck under the skin. The animation clearly explains what is happening and it matches the narration perfectly. So let's continue with the next scene. While the next visual is generating, I can also show you where all of the videos appear. If you head back to Higgsfield and open your video folder, you will see that every generated clip appears right here. Later, we can simply open this folder and download all of the scenes for our final edit. Claude has now generated the next reference image. This scene shows the skin becoming irritated and swollen, and once again, the result looks really good. So we can continue and let Claude create the animated version. This is basically the entire workflow. Claude first generates the reference image, and once we approve it, it turns that image into a video through the Higgsfield MCP. We don't have to manually write image prompts, video prompts, or select the models ourselves. Claude handles the entire process for us. Here we have the video showing the swelling becoming larger. The movement is clear, the animation fits the narration, and the clip is perfectly usable. Let's continue with scene number 4. Here's the next reference image. Once again, it looks good, so I'm going to tell Claude to create the video. And here's the result. We get a close-up of the affected area, followed by an animation showing how the body begins pushing the remaining piece out of the skin. That gives us scene number 4, so now we only need the final scene. Claude has generated a reference image for scene number 5, it looks good, so let's create the final video, and here's the final clip. Now that all 5 scenes have been generated, we can return to Higgsfield, open the video folder and download every clip. Once all of the scenes have been downloaded, go back to Claude and ask it to give you the complete voiceover script. Here we have the final voiceover. Simply copy the entire script and open a voice generator such as 11 Labs. Inside 11 Labs, choose a voice that fits this type of 3D explainer content. Paste in the script, click generate speech and then download the finished voiceover. Now we have everything we need to begin editing the final video. Open any video editor you prefer and start by importing the voiceover. Go through the audio and remove any small pauses between the sentences. Short form content needs to move quickly, so you don't want any unnecessary silence that could make viewers lose interest. Once all of the pauses have been removed, the voiceover should look something like this. Now import all of the scenes we generated with Claude and Higgsfield. Start with scene number 1 and place it above the matching part of the voiceover. Then add scene number 2, when the narration explains what happens if the tick is removed too quickly. Continue going through the video and place every scene above the corresponding section of the voiceover. Just align every scene with the part of the narration it was created for. Once you have done that, the basic structure of the video is already complete. However, these videos rely heavily on sound design. So the next step is adding fitting sound effects. For example, when the tick is removed, we can add a small pulling or pop sound effect. When the skin begins swelling, we can add a subtle pressure or impact sound. Continue going through the video and add sound effects wherever they improve the movement or make an important moment feel more impactful. You can also add transitions between some of the scenes and pair those transitions with matching whoosh sound effects. After that, add some background music underneath the voiceover and reduce the volume so the voice remains clear. The final step is generating captions. Add subtitles to the video, make sure they are easy to read, and just like that, the entire video is finished. This whole process only took around 30 minutes. And as you will see in a moment, the final result looks extremely professional and clean. With the Higgsfield MCP, Claude can come up with the video idea, create the scene plan, generate the reference images, select the video models, animate every scene, and deliver all of the finished clips for us. We barely had to write any prompts or manually create any of the visuals ourselves. So if you want to create videos like this, definitely check out Higgsfield. I will leave the link in the description. I also have a private community where I personally help you grow your YouTube channel. You get direct access to me, so whenever you have questions or need feedback on your content, you can ask me there. Now let's check out the final result.
That itchy bump might still have a piece of the tick left behind. Here's why. If you pull a tick out too quickly, the head can break off and stay under your skin. The area becomes inflamed as your body fights it off. Pressure builds up underneath, and after some time, your body pushes it back out.